Once again, folks, I may not be able to address this again. I fear that this video will be taken down. So please download it. Get a copy before it's removed. Spread it.
That's Jason Blaha with a 5-5 title.
Oh, on a side note, so people are like, is that coffee cup that big or are you just that small? The coffee cup is really that big. Look at it compared to my head. Don't judge me. I drink a lot of coffee. I need about 2 of these at least first thing in the morning to get myself going. That's what happens when you get older, guys. But, you know, I love coffee, so it's all good. I've had people at current events. There's all these juicy rumors out there, and I thought I would address them while she's here. You know, people are like, oh, we heard you broke up. Brittany, did we break up?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we've been broke up, but we are still very, very close friends. I still coach her. I still train her. Brittany, there are rumors floating around that I have been seen in public with a tall blonde. Is that possible?
It was possible, but may not be possible anymore. We might have to trade her up. You know,
might have to trade her up. Well, you know, we'll see what happens there. You guys know me. Those who really actually know me know I'm always twisted up over one woman or another. It's just who I am. A lot of people don't realize that. They have this perception of me, not really based on reality, but
I got your back this time.
we do know a certain redhead, maybe. You know.
Oh no, don't even. No,
No, she's a hot mess. No,
she's
never mind.
Beautiful.
But you're probably right. Yeah, I might not be able to handle that one. But she is an awesome friend. But yeah, guys, I do go out every night, and it's not to work some other job. No, I am out socializing, doing my thing. Just trying to live my life. So yeah, I actually do leave my home every day. I do go out. I do have a social life when I'm not doing this. But the point is, I don't know. I mean, you might not want to come down here. I mean, I was going to go hog hunting next week, but it might be rhino season. You probably don't want to do that. You know, that's the thing. Standing here talking about acting like I'm making. This isn't acting. I'm making real bullets. I have a whole channel dedicated to it. I'm not just an exercise, science, and powerlifting nerd. I'm a gun nerd. But yeah, I mean, talking about fake bullets or whatever, acting. That look like fake bullets coming out? That look like a fake bullet coming out? There you go. Real bullets. Want to see one? That's real. It's not acting. It's not playing. It's real bullets. That's a real AR-15. I built that one. Her name is Vivian. Why'd I give it a woman's name? Because I love guns. I love guns almost as much as I love pussy. Pussy's the thing I love most in the world, but I love guns almost as much. Doom, doom, doom. You know what it is. Doom, doom, doom. Glock City, bitch. Glock City, bitch. Glock City, bitch. Glock City, bitch. 10, 10, 10, 10. 40s in them 45s, bitch. Oh. I'm kind of insulted, Simeon, that you would lie to my fucking face like that. You came on my wall and you wrote that to me with that sort of lying bullshit. You better not fucking come down here to Texas. You better stay in the UK. Because I take that shit kind of personal. Now, it's very important for you guys who lift, who are getting your clothes fitted for a formal occasion. But hold on, let me give you guys a bicep shot first. Okay, the last thing you want to have happen when you go to a formal occasion and you're wearing a suit and they can't always see your physique is for people to ask, does that guy even squat? So make sure that you fit your trousers in such a way that people can see your quads and your squat booty. Let me show you guys. Okay, you want them just snug enough that they can see the outer sweep of the quad. And you want them to be able to see the booty. Turn that up just a little more. Because, as I said, at the end of the day, you don't want anybody looking at you in your suit and going, does that guy even squat? Again, we don't play in Texas. Nobody does. It's a totally different world down here, but people are polite. We are polite. We don't go calling other people pussies. You don't say something like that unless you want somebody to pop you. And they don't pop with fists here. You wouldn't even say, well, you need to understand. You start threatening real men. You start threatening real men. You think you're going to walk up and attack real men after you want them? You think they're just going to fist fight you? This is Texas. You've been here. You know what we're like. Fans, people who support him, this is the sort of man that you're supporting. Talking about being positive and he's a role model. Here's your role model talking.
Got fucked in the ass by their daddy.
Yeah, role model.
Mad at the world.
Real positive role model.
So they hate everybody. Got fucked in the ass by their uncle. So they hate everybody.
Go. I'm pretty sure I could rip you in half. Better look at what I lift without a belt, without straps, nothing else. I can rep out 500 pounds on a deadlift with no belt, no straps, all day long, just in work boots. You're weak. You need to be careful how you go threatening people. Now here's the other thing that was in member. My best friend. I coached him and got him physically ready for it. He destroyed their test when I got done training him. My best friend is on a SWAT team. I've got at least 5 HPD bros. My homies are all cops. That's my character witnesses. And you physically threatened me on the internet. Said you're going to make an example of me. Oh, it's going to be seen. It's going to get millions of views, but it's going to be on the news. I'm going to be the one famous. But see, that's where you messed up. You just gave me legitimate cause to defend myself. That's how stupid you are. You know, you're talking about you're a killer. You're an amateur killer. At best, you're sure not a pro because you just warned people that you plan to attack them. Warned them ahead of time. That's stupid. You're definitely not a pro killer. I know that for a fact. 40 people beat on my door looking for various services, including prostitution services. And then they get angry. So then you finally have to answer the door. You got to be ready to kill every one of them, unfortunately. Because these are people who can become aggressive. So that's the sort of nonsense. Anytime after midnight, anyone who came to my door and woke me up beating on my door, who crossed through a fence that was clearly says no soliciting, no trespassing, to come beat on my door, got their ID taken at gunpoint. And had they refused, I don't know what I might have done. But nobody refused, and I gave all those IDs to the police for them to do whatever they wanted. Supposed to be able to get into that gym. Which is why the 𝙎𝙬 Campbell thing was such a big deal. Like, I had to deal with police on that. I had to tell them, look, I'm going to be training here after hours, you know, some stuff could go down. I had to explain that to the FBI even. I had to explain it to one of the local police departments. Every time we go to the gym in the parking lot, was I going to have to deal with someone in the weight room? Was I going to have to draw down and shoot someone in the weight room? If you guys, and I'll just tell you guys now, I was armed to the teeth every time I went to the gym. There's a reason I had gym bags. I was ready every single time. I always had at least 50 rounds on me and a rifle in my car as backup. That's the way that I had to think. That is the way that I had to think. I had to be paranoid. And again, it didn't help when that creepy stalker cuck 𝙎𝙬 showed up and broke into my gym looking for me. People need to understand that. He actually trespassed. The owner was pissed. 𝙎𝙬 actually trespassed in that gym. And whoever let him in violated a gym rule, and he trespassed about this. Now, on a side note, I've noticed in the comments a lot more lately. People are saying, why, Mr. Jason, I do declare, I believe that you have developed a southern accent again, and it is just cute as the dickens. Well, guys, you guys need to remember, I'm originally from Texas. I've lived in a couple different places, obviously. Been around the world, been to other countries. When I started my original YouTube channel, I had been living in the United Kingdom for about a year. I have been back in Texas over 3 years now. So my Texas accent kind of comes in and out. It comes in and out. It's not fake. I actually live in Texas. I was actually born in Texas. So I do have a Texas accent that kind of comes in and out. Sometimes it just comes out a lot thicker than others. I have to actually actively work on not doing it when I want my Texas accent to be completely gone, like right there. But it takes conscious effort to do that. So On to the video. See, I live in Texas now. You pull that crap here that you pulled over there for me telling the truth, I will own every last bit of everything you have left, and anything you were going to leave to your children will be mine. It'll be mine, Lane. Pull that crap again. Pull it again. Do it. I would really like that money. Come on. I could put it to real good use harassing you like you did to me. Because there's tons of videos about me. You think I sit around watching them? Fuck no. They come through my feed, and I even see stuff come through my feed like proof that Jason Blaha watches my videos. And I'm like, what? It's like, motherfucker, I don't have time to watch all the videos you people make about me. I really don't, man. I'm too busy making my own videos, shooting guns, eating, having sex, spending time with friends and loved ones. I don't have time to watch their bullshit. And fuck Colin and his sorry ass with a big black 18-inch rubber dick. Break it off and beat him with what's left of it. That's how I feel about him. Don't run off, because after he popped me, I was going to climb up him, bite his pretty boy nose off, and spit it back in his face and end his modeling career. But the fact of the matter is, I was just raised a little different than some people on how you deal with physical conflict. You guys have heard stories on some of my other channels about that. Specifically, you know, I love my dad, but he's a dick. That's how he raised me. Millionaire. Now, granted, he doesn't give anybody any of his money. He doesn't even have me in his will. But he is also a ex-Green Beret and Vietnam veteran. Now, growing up, the extent of my life lesson from my father consisted of, from childhood, teaching me everything that he learned in the Green Berets and in Vietnam. Those were pretty much my childhood lessons from my father. He never taught me anything about how to be a man, never taught me any life lessons. He did teach me how to work on race cars. He never told me he loved me, never gave me a hug, never once in my life told me he was proud of me. When I asked my father about some of this later as an adult, his response was, I provided for you growing up. I taught you how to be a survivor, a warrior, and a fucking killer. What more does a man need in life? And I am the only person on YouTube who could wear a Breathe Right nasal strip, sitting in the road drinking coffee, and still look sexy. I make this thing look good. Made it very clear that you want me dead. You invite me to a location of your choosing. Oh, and even offer to have your weapons checked so that I feel safe. Is it gone, Lane? Is it fucking gone? The word stupid written across my fucking forehead. Because clearly someone wrote fucking stupid on my forehead. If you honestly think, I believe that you wouldn't pay to have me killed if I were to show up at a predisclosed location. I've already said before publicly in a video that I want everyone to know that if I get killed, you're the lead suspect. My family's going to make sure of that too, that you are the lead suspect who hired a hitman to kill me. I've already stated that publicly before. Now, that being said, furthermore, and that's, I'm confused now. Get the hell off me. I know, guys. Rest in peace, little buddy. And if you guys have been following Instagram, my Instagram, Brittany's actually been taking him out on the town. She's got photos of him hanging out. Actually, we got photos of him hanging out with hot girls and stuff. And we'll put some of that up later. You know, he's been living it up with us for a little while. And, you know, the only problem is that, like, he sometimes tries to attach to my head like he does to Junkie. Oh, shit.